All right, so today the time has come. It is day 15 of 15 Days of Foundation Season 5. All of the other days, days 1 through 14, are linked down below in the playlist. Comment down below, say hey, introduce yourself. If you're new here, you found my channel through the series this time around. Before we get into the foundation, this is obviously the last day, so I need to make a couple announcements. The first thing is that the merch shop, 100% of the proceeds go to Project B Share. That shop is still open until April 9th when the wrap-up video goes up. We're trying to raise $20,000. I'll pin a comment with what the current total is, but we still have a few more days to get to our goal, so thank you guys so much for all of your support with this and everything. Last thing is that voting ends tonight, so we're gonna know what the winning shelter and the winning city is. I'll be announcing it in the video on April 9th, but that's the shelter that's gonna win $5,000, and I'm gonna be doing a meetup in that city, so stay tuned for meetup details. We basically have about a week to find a place to do the meetup. So all of the details for the meetup are going to be coming in the wrap-up video in ranking. The wrap-up video is also where I rank the foundations 1 to 15 after I've tested them some more, tried them in different ways. I just realized I did not put bottom lash mascara on today. Let's do that. I think I said everything I have to say. Let's get into day 15's foundation. This is the BECCA AQUA LUMINOUS Perfecting Foundation. This one has been out for a while. The thing that totally piqued my interest about this thing is that I'm like a pretty diehard Becca Tilley fan. If you have no idea who Becca Tilley is, she was on The Bachelor, but don't judge until you've listened to a couple episodes of her podcast, Scrubbing It with Becca Tilley. She is hilarious, and her makeup artist always uses this foundation on her, and her skin looks so glowy, so flawless. Ever since I found out this was the foundation she was using, I wanted to try it out. I picked it up, so we're gonna see how it is. So Becca and Becca, don't let me down. This foundation retails for $44. It has 1 fluid ounce of product. It says it blurs, it has a luminous finish, light buildable coverage, feels ultra light, and it gives you a soft focused glow. So it is supposed to be buildable. It says it has luminous pearls. It adapts to the skin to create shade flexibility. So this only comes in 9 shades. I have the lightest shade Porcelain, but it does say it's supposed to kind of adapt to your skin tone, which is apparently why they only have 9 shades. We'll see, but I'm going to insert swatches right here so you can see how the shade Porcelain compares to some of my other foundations. All right, swatches. I just had on a jacket, so it's like arm creasing right there. Here's the BECCA AQUA LUMINOUS foundation in the lightest shade Porcelain. Next over is CYO Life Proof in 101, NARS Radiant Foundation in Mont Blanc, Dermacol 208, NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia, and L'Oreal Pro Glow in 201. This apparently is the Allure 2016 Best of Beauty Award winner. I have no idea how they judge that thing. You know, who knows? They could be kind of like paid placement type of things. But apparently this is a best-selling foundation. It's rated pretty highly on Sephora, so we'll see how it is. So if you're excited for day 15 and you've enjoyed this series, season 5, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. BECCA AQUA LUMINOUS Perfecting Foundation. Here we go. We have just a few stripes going on today. I really like the bottle of this. It looks really nice and sleek to me. I love the frosted glass. It feels very heavy though, so probably not one that you'd want to like travel with a whole lot. It says shake well before use. I've already washed, moisturized, prepped my skin. Okay, so this twists up, and then I'm assuming you press and it probably has the dropper kind of thing. Wait, what? Okay, you have to keep turning it after this has popped up, and you get a dropper. Ooh, the shade looks like it's gonna be good. Okay, so it's supposed to be buildable coverage, but light off the bat. I have a feeling a brush is gonna do better with this one, just because it is so kind of light and watery, but we're still gonna do half my face with a sponge, half with the brush. I'm gonna start out with the brush on this side of my face. Dude, I can't believe it's day 15. Oh, it feels really lightweight and like buttery smooth going on. It smells like, it has that gingerbread scent that some makeup has. It smells like a digestive. Ooh, it's looking beautiful. Super glowy, but as I'm blending it out, it feels like it's kind of setting. When I first put it on, it had that same buttery feel as the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. If this doesn't oxidize, I would wear this shade on its own, I think. Ooh, it's looking really pretty. True test is my forehead. It does look like I need to smooth this over with a sponge right in this area, but the rest of my face is looking beautiful. I love how this area looks. Let's try the sponge on the other side. Now that I figured out this packaging, I actually really like it because it just twists shut and then snaps. So it's like not gonna leak or anything. Sponges have been like not cutting it for me lately. The undertone of this is really nice. So even though it is a little bit dark, I feel like it can work. I think I got a little bit higher coverage. I would say this side is highlight coverage, this side is light coverage. I'm gonna build this up in certain areas just to see, because it is supposed to be buildable. And just smoothing over this side. I think the way I like to apply this one is brush first and then smooth out the finish with a sponge. So I'm gonna try and build this up a little bit with the brush. Ooh, maybe not. Almost got like a little bit streaky or something with the brush on that second layer. So maybe sponge is the way to go on the second layer. I have barely any product, by the way. I'm just building up on top of my scarring and stuff. Definitely building. Looks like medium coverage now. Right now, I am loving the way that this looks. I'm gonna blend this down my neck more because it is a little bit dark. Dang it. So I'm just blending this all the way down. Yeah, I think we got this up to about medium coverage, but the finish looks beautiful. I love how glowy and fresh this looks. Looks pretty good around my nose, upper lip, forehead. It feels sticky still, so I'm gonna powder this part of my face. Right now it's 9:35, but I'll be back in a few with the rest of my makeup on. All right, so it's now 10:38. So check-in time is 10 o'clock. Set this part of my face with the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Then I also set just around my hairline kind of. I didn't set right on the center of my forehead because powder tends to not look the best there, but it is looking beautiful. I love the way my skin looks right now. I was reading through the description again, and it said it's supposed to kind of adjust to your skin tone, which is why they only have 9 shades, which I don't think is true at all. At least on my skin, I didn't find that it adjusted at all. If anything, it just oxidized. So far, if you're into glowy foundations, this one's looking beautiful. I think it just looks really healthy, glowy, fresh. What other adjectives can we throw in there? Yeah, it's just looking really nice. I have no complaints right now. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like in natural lighting, and then we will do a flash test. We are in front of the window right now in natural lighting. It looks so pretty, so glowy. Ooh, that MAC highlight though. I think this would probably be too much glow for some people, but you could always just powder more. I personally like this glow, especially on my dry skin now. It just tends to look a lot more flattering and healthy and emphasizes everything a little bit less. So let's go do a flash test. My battery light is flashing right now, so please survive like 30 seconds. Oh, doesn't look bad. Does not look bad in flash. I would totally wear that. So on the rest of my face, I used the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Bronzing Veil. I just go in with this light shade right here. I love this as a contour. For a highlight, I use the MAC Hyper Real Glow. This palette, this is so pretty. I love this light shade right here. I've used this a shit ton. I also have this shade on my lids and then this shade on my inner corner. This gives you that like blinding highlight look. I use a really light hand with it, and this is the look that I get, but you can build this up to a friggin' blinding highlight. Use the Jouer Blush Duo in Coquette. I just go with this light pink shade. My eyes, I tried out the Urban Decay Back Talk palette, which I was not impressed by at all. Weird packaging. It has double-sided blush and eyeshadow, but the packaging, the mirror comes out, which you think would be cool, but it basically just like slides all over the eyeshadows and the blushes. I'm not a fan of this packaging. I'll probably talk more about this in another video, but oh, and just ding the blush. But packaging aside, the eyeshadows I wasn't that into. I actually had to use the blush shades for my eyeshadow because they had more pigmentation. For lips, I used the MAC Patrick Star Edge to Edge liner. This is the first time I use this, and it's like a very kind of fuchsia tone on my skin tone. So then I topped it off with Smashbox Petal Metal. I love this metallic shade. Such a pretty pinky, peachy, rose gold kind of metallic lip. But the formula of these feels so smooth and buttery. So that's my makeup. Oh, and then I'm wearing Eylure Accents 005, my lashes. So I will see you guys in a few hours in natural lighting for the next check-in. It is 7:51, so it's been on for almost 10 hours. And you guys, I am loving this one. I've been looking at my face throughout the day. Ignore my under eye concealer right now. I've been trying different under eye powders because I cannot for the life of me find a good combo right now for my under eyes. It's like Crease City. But my foundation, I am loving this, the way that it's sitting on my skin. There isn't one area where I don't like how it's looking throughout the whole day. like for 10 hours to wear. Last check-in I did was at the 5-hour point. I'm gonna insert some footage right here so you can see what it looked like, but Rach was here, so I'm just voicing over this part, but it looked beautiful. Rach said it looked really good. She liked how it looked. She actually liked the shade on me, and the shade I think is actually, it's growing on me. It is a little bit dark, but I think it just adds a little bit of life to my skin. So I do like the shade because I think the undertone is right. I think it looks so smooth and dewy. If this is how good it looks with 10 hours without a primer and a setting spray, I cannot wait to use those two things to see how much better it can look. English. I think this one could do well on mature skin since it didn't settle in anywhere. It didn't settle into my line up here or around my mouth. Hi. Hey. Sorry. Rachel's here picking up her stuff. Oh, bad. Oily skin, I feel like this is one that you would probably have to set just because of how dewy and glowy this one is. Rach, what do you think of it now? Okay, Rach just said what she thinks of it right as my memory card got full.
It looks good. The color looks nice.
Yeah, color looks nice. It looks glowy, but it doesn't look like oily. I really like this one. I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed 15 Days of Foundation Season 5. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Again, the wrap-up video is going up on April 9th. That's when I'm going to be ranking all these 1 to 15, trying them in different ways, and telling you guys my final thoughts on everything. Voting is open until tonight, so you can still vote for the shelter that you want to win $5,000. So the link is down below right at the top, and we're going to be keeping the t-shirt page open until the wrap-up video, so we're still shooting to raise $20,000. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you on April 9th. Bye. It's watching me.